It's done. It's happened. And they redid it. Like, look, I have to first apologize. Let's be real. I did not believe that the slot machine, because I can't call him Ambrose anymore. I didn't believe the slot machine will come in from the Eredivisie in his first season. In his first season in the Premier League, which is a massive step up in the Eredivisie, and go ahead and win this league title. So for that, I have to apologize. I have to give an apology to Arne Slot. And you see, what you don't want the narrative to be is Arsenal were so bad. City were so bad. Because that takes away from the hard work of the team who won. At the end of the day, if a team was bad, that's their fault. If City were so trash, that's your fault. If Arsenal were so trash, a team who should have won after coming close the last 2 times, that's their fault. But we have to give credit for Liverpool, who were super consistent, who were great defensively, and because people will talk about Salah, they'll talk about McTen, McAllister, they'll talk about Cody Rhodes, they'll talk about the Dijk, they'll talk about Alisson in Wonderland, and all these guys, 100%, the players do the stuff on the pitch. But the key thing about this was, which was my assessment, how do you go from the incredible work that Klopp did to a guy who didn't have the kind of experience that Klopp had coming from Dortmund? I was like, bro, you're praising Klopp with some bald guy from the Netherlands? Huh? Really? And a big reason why Liverpool won was the coaching. This team doesn't play like Klopp's team. So this was a different team that played a different way, that was coached a different way. And what is just so amazing in that, in his first season, his new ideas, different ideas and different approach was successful. And went ahead and won this because this was about tactics and this was about coaching. It's just how well this team has been coached. Let's be real. Cody Gakpo isn't the greatest player in the world. Curtis Jones is not the greatest player in the world. But when you look at guys like Curtis Jones and look like Cody Gakpo and just look at how well coached he was, it's I'm freaking Gravenberch, yeah. But that's how you know it's a really good coach, where you look at players who were one way previous season and you look at how much they improved. And when you look at players improving, the considerable improvements of players is down to coaching. Yes, the player has to go out there and do it on training. But when anybody who knows football knows that if a player considerably improves from season to season, that's coaching. That's management. That's giving the right instructions. That is working hard on training. Say, this is what you need to do better. This is what you're doing badly. This is how you need to play. These are the runs you need to make. This is how you need to apply yourself. And that's kind of man-to-man motivation. So this really, the spotlight will be on Salah, who has had an amazing season. But I think the biggest winner of this whole season has been Arne Slot. He's been the biggest winner here because I think he shocks everybody. And you have to juxtapose this with Man United, because United are a team who are hoping to get back in the UCL via the Europa League and have just finished and are going to finish just above the relegation zone. So when you're looking at Liverpool, 20th title, most people will say that Liverpool will most likely get the 21st before United even sniff about getting their 21st title. So the difference between both teams are crazy. And what is even mad is, even during Fergie's heyday, Liverpool were never this bad. It was never this lopsided during Fergie's heyday. So the fact that United are this low and Liverpool have risen right to the very top is crazy. And many people have said that, yes, you won the league. Liverpool have said, should have beaten PSG, would have beaten Villa, and should be playing a semi-final against Arsenal, who they'd feel they beat. So if you're Liverpool, you're like, man, could have had more, could have been like in a UCL final. But overall, got to give a shout out. Look, it's well done. Congrats. Can finally celebrate this. So no more COVID. Can actually finally celebrate with the crowd. And what this is about is this is a start of something. Trent won't be there. Salah will be. Van Dijk will be. And apparently they're going to be signings in the summer. So, because City are going to re-up. These boys better re-up if they have anything to do. And Arsenal are going to re-up. So, you're going to have a target on the back. And what people say, as Ancelotti, is it's really hard to go back-to-back. It's really hard to defend your title. And the only way to defend your title is you have to remotivate players, but you need to get new players in to replenish the team. But congrats to Liverpool. Very deserved, but especially for Arne Slot, hey, double spaced apology, bro. Like the vid, subscribe, join us for our post-match hangout for the game.